minutes as you unwind and relax. Tell everybody that's in your social networks that we're on right now. And just got a few things that we want to share with you on tonight as you prepare to unwind for the evening. Just a few moments. I know most of you are getting ready to get prepared for tomorrow, but we just wanted to share a few things with you on this new segment of Monday Night Mood. If you would do me a favor and share, like, and heart, and tell your friends that we're on, to just share with you tonight how we unwind for the day and how we might help you unwind in the things that may be pervading your mind. We pray that today has been a wonderful day for you and that you're looking forward to what is awaiting you on tomorrow and the rest of this week. So just a few minutes for those who may be spending the time to unwind, to come on for our Monday Night Mood. Share, like, and heart. Share, like, and heart. Share, like, and heart. Just a few moments. We're grateful to you on tonight and pray that you've had a tremendous day on today and you're looking forward to what is awaiting you on tomorrow. Again, this segment is Monday Night Mood, and we appreciate those who have patched into us. First Lady on tonight, and it is Monday.
It is Monday. Thank God it's Monday.
And we're grateful to be here. We're going to be doing a whole lot of other things. What do we do on Mondays?
It's a day off. Sorry, refresh from Sunday, right?
Refresh from Sunday. Well, from the prior week and from a long weekend and having to be engaged so much, like so many people that are watching us right now. We feel like this is a special time for us to unwind, and I thought it was necessary because I get so many people who ask me questions. What am I reading? How do I unwind? For as busy as I am, how do I find the time for the family? How do I negotiate all of it? How do I put all of it together? And today, I was conducting some business, and when I went into the office to conduct the business, there was a lady there who said something to me that just confirmed the need for what we're doing tonight, just for a few minutes to help people understand the space in which they live. She said to me, I wish it was Friday. And I was taken aback when she said it. And I asked her the question without knowing her personally, what's wrong with today? And she said, well, it's Monday. I wish it was Friday. And I said, what if you thought about today being a new beginning? What if you thought about today being a fresh start, the genesis of something brand new? And she said, I think I'll take another look at today. And it changed her attitude and the perspective she had for the rest of her workday. And so it just confirmed for me that it is the days, the ebb and flows of the days and our attitudes towards the days that give us perspective or even give us our drive to pursue what it is that God has for us on tomorrow. And I believe that tomorrow is a day that is prepared for us to walk in, to have influence over. I think it's a day for us to dominate. I think it's a day for us to be fruitful in, but our perspective has to be right now. And so my aim for creating this few minutes of space during the Monday Night Mood is to talk about how we can prepare to have the right perspective and the right attitude on tomorrow. So I just wanted you for a few minutes to just share, and then we'll get into some clarity because I know people are waiting for clarity. But just talk about, just very briefly, what do you do to prepare during this space of time for the next day?
I think that one of the things, if we haven't learned already during quarantine, is how to unplug. Unplug. I know that for me it's been a little more difficult I feel like I'm plugged in all day long, every second of the day from the time I get up until the time I go to bed. And so I think that it's so important that we establish some
Yeah.
guidelines and some rules
Yeah.
of how we're going to maneuver, especially for those who are still working from home.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if anybody else feels like this, but I feel like I've done more work working from home than I actually was doing when I was able to go into the church, into a physical building, to meet people, constantly on Zoom, constantly just plugged in, almost to the point where I feel like perhaps myself, I feel like I have to set some better parameters, even with just turning the phone off at a certain time.
Yeah.
Because it's always something. It's always going to be something. And so I think that it is important. I love the fact that Mondays are a day off, and I don't always stick to it. You do. You do a great job of sticking to Monday being the day off. A few times today I tried to talk about stuff, and it was, I don't know how I can talk about anything that's not church related. Somebody, y'all inbox me. But I feel like I eat, breathe, sleep, church, and we both work for the ministry, and so it's very difficult for me on Mondays not to have a question or not to say anything that's church related. So that's something that I'm trying to do a better job of. But definitely think that you have to find something that you enjoy, and it's almost like setting the mood for anything. You know, there's certain things that go into it. I think God gave us 5 senses for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not just for us to hone in on one sense, but to really think about setting a mood for whatever it is what we're preparing for, whether it's for church, whether it's for dinner, whether it's to sit down with family, whether it's for business, but really trying to think deeper into it being an experience that one would be better for us. Like you said, the woman today, now if you had spoken in the same tone, or it had been an awful day for you, if you had went along with her talking about how bad Mondays are, it could have gotten, the mood definitely could have gotten to be a bad mood, and you might even left in a worse mood. But because you spoke life, I think that we definitely have to be mindful of that speaking life as much as we can, even when we don't feel like it. Like our mood is our emotion, and so really speaking life no matter what we think we're mood. You know, sometimes we will very easily thought, oh, I'm in a bad mood today, or she's in a bad mood today. But just learning how to identify that and speak life, or try to shift whatever mood you feel like someone is in, especially if you feel like they're in a bad mood.
I want you to do me a favor and put in the chat room or the comment box how you're going to set the mood for Tuesday or Monday night. Many people look forward towards the weekend, but we want to shift it. It's part of the reason that I established Amazing Monday, because many people look forward to the weekend and they dread Monday. And I said, there's nothing wrong with Monday. Monday is the genesis. It sets the tone for what everything is going to be for the successive days in the week. So I want you to do me a favor, just put in the chat room. If you don't have an answer right now, I want you to think about this the rest of the week. What are you going to do on Monday? I know sometimes, First Lady, you make a bath. You put candles around the jacuzzi, and we do not invade your space. When you are in that space, you put on music and you stay in there for as long as you want on Mondays. I just want to encourage someone to create their own space.
Yes.
Because their space is important. It's important. I want to do something. You know, we always put forth a challenge. I want to send somebody a special gift. Those of you that are listening to us now, I want you to send and put in the chat room or in your comment box what you have adopted. And the top one that we feel is a great mood setter for Tuesday and the rest of the week. We're going to bless you. We're going to send you something.
That's some massage gift cards.
Yes, some massage gift cards. We want to do something very special for you, because what we're trying to do is create your space so that the rest of the week is incredible for you, that the rest of the week is just awesome for you. I first say thank you so much for doing it. I believe that's going to help somebody. And I believe that even by us revealing the fact that you take the time to create a bath and jacuzzi, and you sit in that jacuzzi and you listen to music and sometimes fall asleep, and you spend the time to decompress, to spend on yourself. I think that's what we're trying to convey to the people, to spend time with themselves.
Yes.
You are the best thing that God ever created, and it's okay for you to treat yourself. So I want you to spend time treating yourself. Try not to do it on a weekend. Try to do it during a day that everybody else despises, because I believe that that day has been set up for you to celebrate. To celebrate, I want you to celebrate during that day. Just a couple points I want to give, First Lady, because many people look for Clarity 15. They enjoy Clarity 15 as we are creating this Monday night mood. You know, the Lord has been speaking to me about pity, and how pity can ravage us, and how it can just grind us into the ground, and how it's time for us during this space of time to move away, to excise ourselves from pity. And I just want to continue in that vein. And I want to give you a few points on tonight. The first point that I want to give you is that pity is disrespectful to your potential. All right, everybody has a potential. Everybody has something great to do. Everybody has greatness in them. Don't let anybody tell you. I don't care where you come from. There is potential. When God created you, He created you out of the dust. The dust was not formed, but when you got in it, the dust came together, because He created it and then breathed into your nostrils, not into your mouth, because if He had breathed into your mouth, He would have resuscitated you. But He breathed into your nostrils and you became a living soul. But to have pity, it buffets your potential. Pity is always disrespectful to your potential. Don't let anybody have pity on you, and don't you wallow in pity, because it's disrespectful to what you can be. It's trying to stand in the way of what you can become. The second point that I wanted to give the people is this: pity will never change your misery. Pity will never change your misery. I don't know how many times you've wallowed in pity, and when you got up from pity, you were in the same state, or perhaps you were more miserable than when you first went down into pity. Don't let anybody ever allow you to wallow in pity, or don't you allow yourself to wallow in pity, because pity only makes you feel worse. It breeds the miserable state that you're already in. Remember that. Pity will never change, First Lady, your misery. The third and last point that I want to give to you is this: the only good thing that comes out of pity is that a person's motives is revealed. I'm going to say that again. The only good thing about pity is that it will reveal a person's motives. That's the only good thing about pity, is that it will reveal for you. It will give you an understanding of what's really in your heart. What's really in your heart is for you perhaps to be massaged, for you to be patted on the back, perhaps for you, for somebody to spend time with you, or even for you to be selfish. And that's why pity is so dangerous, because it really reveals the motives of your heart. That perhaps whatever you were pursuing was all about you, and perhaps maybe not about somebody else. And that's why it's so important that we understand the dangers of pity. Don't ever get caught in the quandary of pity, because pity will consume you to the extent that you cannot move. This is your Monday night mood. I hope that you enjoyed the space of time that we provided. Our time with you is a time that we want you to decompress. We want you to calm down. We want you to get prepared. We want you to set your mood. Turn off the television. Perhaps turn off, we tell you to turn off social media, but we're here with you on social media now. Get your mind off of pity. Put your mind on how valuable you are and how important you are to God. And look forward to the rest of the week being the best of your week. This is Monday Night Mood, and I pray that you've enjoyed Clarity 15. Remember this, that July 11th, I'm going to be helping people work on their dreams. I want you to join me for Clarity 30. All you have to do is email us at clarityteam30@gmail.com. Again, that's clarityteam30@gmail.com, and we're going to help you work on your dreams. I take individual attention And I give that to you, and I help you devolve some things and then evolve into the person that God has crafted you to be. I hope you've enjoyed Monday Night Move. I hope you have decompressed. I hope you feel settled. I hope that you're ready to go into a powerful week that has been designed for you. Thank you, First Lady, for your comments, and thank you. I love you all. God bless you until we meet again. Grace and peace to you and your family.